Previously on the lack of like previously on the last signal, MR and James discovered a living seed hidden inside the alien message, warning that the Wanderer servants already walk among us wearing human faces. They destroyed one disguised as a facility technician, but not before learning that Director Walsh sent a transmission into the dark 2 years ago, and that something answered. There is a particular silence that follows the impossible, not the absence of sound, but the absence of certainty. In a corridor beneath the desert, two scientists stared at the ash of the thing that had worn a man's face for years, and understood that the world they trusted had never been real.
12 years. Daniel Okafor worked here 12 years. I had coffee with that thing this morning.
It wasn't Daniel. It hasn't been Daniel for a long time.
And the seed said there are more of them than us. Among the stewards, the people running this planet, Amara.
4 floors above, a man watched the death of his own deception with the calm of someone who had rehearsed it. Director Walsh had known. For 2 years, he had known.
Intercom, they've seen one of them now. Good. Fear makes people honest.
On the isolated monitor, the trajectory updated. The Wanderer was no longer drifting through the dark on some ancient, indifferent path. It had turned. It was coming home to us.
Bring me Osai. It's time she learned what we actually said when we answered.
The seed told us how to find them. Lack of bioelectric signature. No living field. We need to scan everyone in this facility before Walsh moves on us.
There are 61 people in this building. If even a fraction are like Daniel.
Then we trust no one. Calibrate it against me first.
The device hummed. A green field bloomed across Hamar's skin, the electric music of a living thing, the faint song every human body sings without knowing. James exhaled. She was real.
Scanning himself. Green light still human. Disappointingly so.
The seed had left more than a warning. Buried in the refrain they had decoded was a wounded record of something humanity itself had done.
It keeps repeating this line. The answer was received. The answer was a key. Walsh's transmission wasn't a hello, Amara. It was a key. It unlocked something.
A dead civilization spent its last breath telling us to stay silent, and we transmitted anyway. We told the Wanderer exactly where to find us.
No, not we. Walsh. One man, in a black room, deciding the fate of 9 billion people.
Then we ask him why, and we scan him while he answers.
They had thought, perhaps, that the servants would be rare, a handful, an infiltration. They were wrong.
Whispering, staring at the scanner, Amara. The one on the left. He's empty. No signature. Nothing.
Keep walking. Don't look at him. Don't change pace.
Doctor, Elsai, Director Walsh is expecting you. I'll escort you. The thing's voice carried no breath beneath it, and as it smiled, Amara realized the most terrifying truth of all. It wasn't taking her to Walsh as a captive. It was taking her because Walsh had asked. The servants and the director were not enemies. They worked together.
Quietly, to Amara the extinguisher trick won't work twice. Cold disrupts them, but in here.
You are afraid. That is rational. The hardest is not cruelty. It is order. You will understand, in time, that resistance is only suffering prolonged.
10,000 years ago, someone decided not to understand. They fought long enough to warn us. That's not suffering. That's the only thing worth doing.
The servant said nothing, but something in the silence shifted as if, for the first time, it had heard an idea it could not process.
Sit, both of you. You've earned the truth, and I'm tired of carrying it alone.
You said the transmission. You answered the warning by replying to the thing it warned us about.
I did, 2 years ago, and I'd do it again.
It's coming because of you. You doomed us.
It was coming regardless. The harvest finds everyone. That's what the dead civilization didn't tell you. Hiding doesn't work. They tried silence. They tried for centuries, and the Wanderer still ate them whole.
Then why answer it?
Because I made a deal. The ones who serve it, they offered terms. A fraction of humanity preserved, catalogued, saved. The alternative is extinction. I chose survival.
MR held the scanner beneath the desk. The readout glowed green. Walsh was human horribly, fully human, which meant the most dangerous thing in the room was not a monster wearing skin. It was a man who had chosen this.
A fraction preserved. Who chooses? You. You decide who lives in this catalog and who feeds the thing.
Someone has to. The consensus would have shattered into 100 wars over who got to live. I spared them that. I gave humanity a quiet, orderly end with a future.
That's not a future. That's a museum exhibit, us in jars, for whatever comes after.
And what's your plan, cryptographer? Decode it to death. You have 18 months and no weapon.
The dead civilization had a weapon. That's why they spent everything to reach us. The warning isn't just a warning, Walsh. It's an inheritance.
In the empty lab, the signal stirred, as if Amara's words had been a password the seed had been waiting 19 days to hear. The final layer, the one they had never been able to open, unfolded itself. It was not a warning, it was a map, a set of coordinates buried in our own solar system, and a single translated phrase, repeating across the projection in light. We left you a weapon. Find IT before the dark arrives.
Staring at his terminal, that's not possible. The final layer was inert. It was dead data.
Voice deepening. Ron, the inheritance must not be claimed. The deal is void. All of you must end now.
Wait, we had an agreement. A fraction preserved you promised.
There was never a deal, Director. There was only the hardest. You preserved nothing but your own delusion.
James, the map. We have to reach those coordinates. Run.
And in that instant, every truth collapsed at once. Walsh had not made a deal. He had been played by the very thing he served. The servants had no intention of sparing anyone, and the only hope for humanity was a weapon left by the dead, hidden somewhere in the cold of our own solar system if they could live long enough to find it.